What's going on, guys? I'm back. I started tack welding my lower driver's side quarter panel in. I just used part of the quarter panel because my quarter panel was still good, but as soon as I started grinding on it right here where I needed to, butt them up together, I found Bondo in it. So, who knows what else is over here. Hopefully there's nothing else, but I won't know until I get to it. Anyway, I started just putting little stitch welds on it, tack welds I should say. It came out pretty good. Nothing got warped, so I'm happy about that, but I'm not done. I'm far from done still, so I'm just gonna try to take my time and finish stitch welding all this in so I can, without warping it, so I can move on from this part and do the filler work. Maybe tomorrow, if I have a little time, I will finish tack welding this section. I stopped right there. I went from there all the way down there to here, and it came out pretty good. No warpage, like I said, so I'm happy about that. But it was roasting where I'm at, so I had to get out of this garage. Anyway, I got to basically finish just running the cutoff wheel in between the two panels from there all the way over to there, and then I'll just put some tack welds throughout it without warping it, and then I will, continue putting tacks on it until it's completely, the seam is completely filled with metal, weld I should say, and then I'll grind it down, and like I said, I'll put filler on it and go from there. But like I said, I'm going to take my time because I don't want it to get warped, because then otherwise you're spending a bunch of time hammering and dolling because you put too much heat into the panel and it warps. So it does take time and patience to do it like this without warping it. And I like to just blast right through it and be done with the weld, but then I'm gonna be caught up with having to hammer and dolly a bunch. I'm sure I'm still gonna have to hammer and dolly somewhat, but if I can cut some time out of hammering and dollying by being patient and just putting my tacks here and there without putting too much heat into the panel, that's what I'm going to try to do. Because I've done it before where I've stitch welded a body line, and I waited for a minute for it to cool down, and I hit it again, and so forth, and the panel ended up getting warped, and at the time I was like, what happened? I thought I took my time, but now I'm taking more time with this because so far no warpage and I'm happy. But I think a lot of times what happens is when you're trying to butt up two panels to each other and you're using like a screwdriver or whatever to push on the panel to line up, the surfaces so that they're even with each other. I think when you push on it and you get it even, that's all fine and everything, but as soon as you hit it with a tack, it's hot, and that metal, when you're pushing on it to keep it level with each other, as soon as you hit it with that heat, that panel just warps because you're putting pressure against it, and then once you apply heat to it, it just gives way to that pressure, and then you got to warp. So like I said, I am gonna try not to have to do that, but there are there's spots you have to get, you got to get this line, they can't be off from each other, they got to be flush. So I've been pushing from the inside out slightly and then just giving it a tack because I don't want it, I'm welding on this side and then I'm pushing from the inside out so that when I do tack it, the metal isn't pushing in and having heat being applied on the same side as you're pushing in, because then it just warps it. So I'm just basically getting it, like I said, flush and taking my time, and yeah, I'll send you guys, or actually, excuse me, I'll make another video and of it all finished, finished tacked and ground, and yeah, it should be good to go. So anyway, just wanted to make a quick video on this. All right, guys, you take care and God bless.